Oh no, I ain't done yet. Hey, AI, what is white supremacy?
White supremacy is a belief system that promotes the idea that people of European descent, or white individuals, are superior to individuals of other racial or ethnic backgrounds. It is based on the ideology of racial hierarchy, asserting that white people should dominate over and have power and control over all other races. White supremacists often advocate for the preservation and advancement of white culture, and may engage in discriminatory or violent actions to achieve their goals. It is widely considered to be a form of racism and a violation of principles of equality and human rights.
Okay, so AI, are any other races allowed in white supremacy?
No, white supremacy promotes the idea of white racial purity and superiority, and typically excludes individuals of other racial or ethnic backgrounds. It is centered around the belief in the dominance and superiority of the white race, and seeks to preserve white culture, identity, and power. Other races are not generally accepted or welcomed within white supremacist ideologies.
Wow, wow, AI, you just debunked that mall shooter, which which the FBI and the rest of those retarded fucks claim was a Mexican white supremacist. Thanks for that. But one last thing. Why is the far left why is the far left trying to add white supremacy to groups that stand opposed to their beliefs?
It is important to acknowledge that not all individuals or groups on the far left are trying to add white supremacy to groups that oppose their beliefs. However, some individuals or factions on the far left may label certain groups as white supremacist if they perceive them as promoting or supporting white supremacist ideologies or actions. The reasons behind this can vary, but a common motivation is to confront and challenge racism in all its forms. In some cases, labeling certain groups as white supremacist may be a tactic to delegitimize their ideas or actions in order to mobilize opposition against them. It is essential to critically analyze and engage in constructive dialogue to better understand and address the complexities of these issues.
Come on. Now I now if I'm not if I'm not bullshitting, AI just destroyed a portion of these Mgtow haters' arguments. But AI actually has a point too. Not all far left, not all of the far left is throwing white supremacy on each and every group that stands opposed to them, but you got a couple of retarded fucks that do. And yeah, one of which is Mgtow, and which doesn't make any goddamn sense at all. And in this one, not only I'm going to destroy the haters' bullshit ass arguments claiming that MGTOW is white supremacy, but I'm going to go a step further. I'm going to challenge the ADL, the Southern Poverty Law Center, Wikipedia, and the rest of these retarded fucks who's trying to put white supremacy into MGTOW where it doesn't belong. Again, no introduction. Y'all see the title. Let's get started. In which, let me go ahead and start by saying all these retarded fucks claiming that MGTOW is white supremacy has such a closed mindset. And rather, and rather that's that's more of a stigmatization. To say MGTOW is white supremacy is to say that I, a black man, is a white supremacist. AI, would you repeat that second question? Are any other races allowed in white supremacy?
No, white supremacy promotes the idea of white racial purity and superiority, and typically
Thank you. So the haters, ADL, Southern Poverty Law Center, Wikipedia, explain this to us. If MGTOW is white supremacy, then how come all races from across the world are welcome into the MGTOW philosophy? Yeah, that doesn't make any goddamn sense. Then you hear these buzzwords like male supremacy. Ain't not what is male supremacy? And where did that bullshit and who pulled that bullshit out their asses? No, this is a serious question. And yes, you're being challenged. And yes, all of y'all are being challenged by a black Mgtow, not a white Mgtow, a black Mgtow, in which I feel insulted over the fact that me, a black Mgtow, is considered a white supremacist. And this lets you know that these retarded fucks don't do any research at all. Yes, I'm talking to you, Wikipedia. Yes, I'm talking to you, ADL. Yes, I'm talking to you, Southern Poverty Law Center, because you're calling us all white supremacists, even though not all of us MGTOWs are white. And yeah, y'all should have been seeing this coming, and YouTube stepped the fuck off. Because we have every right to challenge your fucking arguments, your claims, and your bullshit. So answer this question. How is Mgtow white supremacy when all races from different countries, from different backgrounds, from different ethnic groups are welcome in the Mgtow philosophy? Doesn't that go against white supremacy? Yes, it does. You got black males in the Mgtow philosophy. You got Latinos in the Mgtow philosophy. Central South American Mgtows. You got African Mgtows. You got Middle Eastern Mgtows. You got Jewish Mgtows. Oops. That definitely goes against white supremacy. I guess this also kills the ADL's claims of Mgtow being anti-Semitic. In fact, some of these Mgtow haters who claims Mgtow is anti-Semitic cannot explain why there are Jewish males in the Mgtow philosophy. But MGTOW's is white supremacy. MGTOW's is neo-Nazism. Can anyone explain that? Because the retarded fuck-ass haters making that claim can explain it. Can explain that shit to save their life. And rather, in some cases, they try to make lame, retarded ass excuses to try to make this shit work, which is an obvious failure. Oh, but whites. Oh, but there are some races, including Jewish males, who help white supremacy. That shit don't make no fucking sense at all. And if Jewish males are part of the Mgtow philosophy, then that kills that fucking claim of Mgtow's being anti-Semitic. So miss us with your bullshit. But going back to what I said, you have Asian males who are part of the Mgtow philosophy. You got Mgtows in Australia, New Zealand, even in some Pacific islands. Mgtows is all over the world. All different races, all different ethnic groups. So for these clowns like Wikipedia, ADL, Southern Poverty Law Center, to sit there and claim that Mgtow is all about white supremacy has such a closed mindset. And rather, it's clear to see that they base their information off of Western bullshit, off of European bullshit, instead of looking at Mgtow from all over. And yes, it was a matter of time before y'all fools was going to hear from us Mgtows throwing out these bogus, stupid ass claims that your asses cannot back up. And yes, Wikipedia, ADL, Southern Poverty Law Center. This is a challenge to y'all making these type of claims, and which of course is straight up bullshit and is completely incorrect. And furthermore, by y'all making these claims against us, that right there is defamation. That right there is slander. Especially to you, ADL, because you're supposed to be anti-defamation, but look what you're doing. The same group that's supposed to be anti-defamation is pushing slander and defamation against the Mgtow philosophy. Again, y'all think we was not going to call y'all out on this shit. Especially to a philosophy that welcomes the same race of people that they're supposed to be defending and supporting. That don't make no fucking sense. But then again, what do these sites and these groups get their information from? Wikipedia got the information from the Southern Poverty Law Center, as well as the ADL, in which neither one of these three groups ever, and I mean ever, took the time to actually come and talk to us, Mgtows, about what we stand on. None of them didn't even want to come to the goddamn table to ask us the questions, in which us Mgtows, we would be honest if they did. No. Instead, they would rather rely on their own they would rather rely on what they believe Mgtow is about. And they wonder why nobody is taking their claims seriously. What's more, how many years has passed? No, Wikipedia. No, ADL. No, Southern Poverty Law Center. How many fucking years has passed? And y'all still can't find any evidence to back up your claim. Can they answer this question? I doubt it. White supremacy, neo-Nazism, anti-Semitism has no fucking place in Mgtow. In fact, before I even jump off, here's something you should also know. Especially to you retarded fuck-ass haters who claim Mgtow is white supremacy. Did you know that they were white supremacists attacking Mgtow? Yeah, this was around the same time you had pro-black, back to Africa groups also attacking Mgtow. Two separate groups for one reason. You want to know why? Because both white supremacy and pro-black back to Africans were attacking Mgtow because they believed that us Mgtows are responsible for wiping out their race. I ain't bullshitting. The evidence is all on the wall. White supremacy attacked Mgtow because we believe that we are trying to wipe out the white race just as much as the pro-black back to Africans were attacking Mgtow for the exact same thing, trying to wipe out the black race. But somehow, some way, Mgtow is white supremacy. Make that fucking make sense, especially when Mgtow is universal and all races is welcome in Mgtow. Make that make sense to me, especially when white supremacy only cares about their own race, no other races involved. Yeah, I didn't think so. And as I said, if the Southern Poverty Law Center, the ADL, Wikipedia, and the rest of these idiots want to challenge, I'm more than welcome to challenge their arguments, and I'll be more than willing to destroy them brick by brick. Brick by brick! And I'm out this bitch. Later.